Azathoth. At the center of everything, Azathoth sleeps inside his own swirling chaos. He is Lovecraft's oldest god, a blind storm that dreams reality into place. He is not awake. He does not know we exist. Around him, strange flutes squeal endlessly to keep his dream from breaking. Even the other outer gods only serve to hush his sleep. They fear his stirring, so should we. Space softens near him, and angles collapse like melting wax. Time stumbles, running forward, backward, and sideways until cause forgets effect. Directions fall apart. Names won't stay fixed. Azathoth does not hate or plan. He creates only by accident. We are foam on his breath, leading shapes inside his dream. He is not ruler. He is raw chaos. If he ever wakes, everything will vanish. Not in fire or judgment, but in perfect silence. No ruins left behind. Only nothing at all. Tiamat and Abzu. Before the sky or land, two waters floated together in the dark. Abzu was sweet deep water. Tiamat was the endless salty sea. They began together, two halves in one cradle. Their mingling birthed the younger gods, bright sparks breaking the quiet. Abzu plotted to drown them, but Enki struck first and killed him. The father sank silent, his calm fed roots. Tiamat rose furious, her skin lit with stars and storms. She created monsters, crowned Kingu, and gave him the tablet of destinies. Law bent to her. Dawn learned to fear. Marduk rose with roaring winds and cut her world-sized body apart. From her ribs came the sky, from her spine came the earth. Rivers ran from her eyes, mountains curled from her bones. Humans came from Kingu's blood mixed with clay and duty. Creation was conquest. Order cost a mother. Abzu's breath still cools the deep wells, and Tiamat's tide still returns. The sea remembers both. The cradle remains below. Nyx. Before temples or thunder, night stepped out of chaos first. Nyx is the first darkness, older than Zeus and his lightning crown. Even Zeus stayed quiet, what he feared her wrath. With Erebus, she bore ether and Hemera, bright light and day. Alone she gave birth to sleep, dreams, doom, death, and the fates. Cold justice with soft hands, quiet dread that waits. Her home stands at the world's edge beside the doorway of day. They never meet. One leaves just as the other enters. One fades, one comes. Time quietly trades the key. Nyx is not evil. She is rest, boundary, and veil. Dreams rise from her shadow, and calm follows her steps. Sleep bows to night, disturb him and risk her. Call her the first horizon where light begins and ends. Every shadow remembers the mother who opened the door. Not emptiness, not origin. Older than thunder, older than prayer, chaos. Before shape or name, there was chaos, the first open gap, not a mess, but empty space where anything could appear, a room before things, a place to begin. Hesiod said, after chaos came Gaia, Tartarus, and Eros. From chaos also came Erebus and Nyx, darkness and night. Light and day came later, then the family grew. Chaos does not rule, it has no will, no throne. It is the space that lets all other things begin. A gap before story, a room before gods arrive. Wind can drift through it, though it has no walls. It has depth with no bottom and width with no edge. Place comes from space. Maps need open margins. Some call it nothing. Myth calls it raw possibility. From that crack, worlds and gods took their places. Not a person. Space. The first permission given. The canvas before color. The breath before names. Atum? From the dark waters of Nun, Atum rose by himself, alone. He stood on the first hill, the Benben, when nothing else existed. No one created him. He created himself. From his own body came Shu air and Tefnut moisture. They opened space so light and life could have room to grow. Air held the sky apart. Moisture fed the ground. Shu and Tefnut later gave birth to Geb, earth, and Nut, sky. Their children became the great gods Osiris, Isis, Set, and Nephthys. A full family formed. Order took shape. Autumn is the evening sun, the old light returning to the deep. Morning becomes Capri, noon becomes Ra, and dusk becomes autumn again. The cycle never breaks, it only turns. Some stories say he made the world by spitting or magic alone. All agree he was complete, needing no one else to begin. He was the first spark, and he will be the last. At the end, Autumn will pull creation back into the waters. Silence will hold every name until he rises again. The first maker waits, ready to begin the story once more. Ymir. In the empty gap, Ginnungagap, ice met fire and melted. From the warm drops came Ymir, the first giant without a maker. No one shaped him. He simply appeared. A great cow, Audumla, licked salty ice and freed Buri, ancestor of gods. She fed Ymir with milk while Buri's family slowly awakened. Two lines began to grow, giants and future gods. While Ymir slept, more giants sprang from his sweating flesh. Life came raw and wild, without plan or law. Crowds without a guide, power without order. Odin, Vili, and Ve, Buri's grandson, finally slew Ymir. His blood became a flood that drowned nearly all giants. Two escaped alive, their line endured. From Ymir's flesh came earth. From his blood came the seas. His bones became mountains. His teeth and chips became stones. We walk on his body. We drink what was his life. His skull became the sky, held up by four dwarfs at the corners. His brains turned into clouds. His eyebrows fenced Midgard for humans. World from a body, order from a killing. This is why Ymir belongs among the most ancient of all. Before gods ruled ruled, the world already wore his shape. Pangu? At first, the universe was a sealed egg filled with thick chaos. Inside it, Pangu slept and grew until the pressure hurt to bear. He woke with a shout and pushed for space. With a heavy axe, he split the sky from the heavy earth. He stood between them, holding them apart so balance could grow. Each day, the sky rose higher. Each day, the earth sank lower. For long ages, he kept them apart, never resting from the work. Some tales say 18,000 years until the world was steady. Then his strength ended, and he lay down. When he died, his body turned into the world we walk. His breath became the wind, and his voice became thunder. His left eye became the sun, his right eye the moon. His blood ran as rivers. His veins carved valleys. His flesh became soil and fields. His bones became mountains. His hair became forests, and his sweat fell down as rain. From Pangu's gift came room for life and time for stories. The egg was opened. The world finally had space. Sky above, earth below, a place for us. Shub-Niggurath. In Lovecraft's tales, Shub-Niggurath is an ancient power of endless light. Her name is chanted in the dark, but her shape is rarely told. A black living storm, 1,000 young around her. She is not a simple monster, she is wild growth itself. Forests thicken, wombs fill, and strange new creatures crawl from shadow. Life without limits, growth that never stops. Lovecraft mostly hinted. Later writers added hooves, mouths, and cloud-like limbs. Her followers promise plenty, yet their gifts often turn wrong. Harvests rise high, but births come twisted. To worship her is to feed her and join her increase. Crops may swell, yet children may be born not quite human. The woods may start to move, animals may speak at night. Rites gather under moonless skies with drums, masks, and branches. The chant offers abundance, but the price is corruption. Some call her an outer god, others just say very old power. Whatever the label, she is older than thrones and rules. Fertility without mercy, growth without end.